folks, it's Johan. We're back. Don't know what's going on with the arena servers, but because we aren't quite ready to wind down that, we're getting a little sneak peek of what we'll be doing this afternoon with Balatro. Guessing most folks that are going to be trickling into my channel have probably already seen it, but in case you're unfamiliar, Balatro is a poker-style roguelike deck builder. It is trying to make particular poker hands to score points, and you can modify pretty much everything about your deck, the number of cards, those suits. You can add some like little enhancements and so on and so forth. You have jokers, which you can buy. You've got a couple of slots for, which help modify how you score your hands. And then you've got like tarot cards and a couple of other little mechanics that help change how you are sculpting your deck and how you are increasing that score. You go for 8 rounds called antes. There are some things that can modify that as well, and if you make it through all 8 antes, you win, but I typically find that I like going into endless afterwards. So I think you'll pick it up pretty quickly. It's not that complicated of a concept, but there is a lot of depth that you can go into with it. What I have been doing, I have been playing this right after I beat Sans. This was my little reward. This is how I was trying to recover. I have beaten all of the basic decks on the base difficulty white state. So now, I want to unlock some more decks with the red state difficulty. Just go through, and I think once again work left to right. Nice simple deck starting off, just like extra hand, extra discard, so just more chances to get stuff, a little extra money, and then you start changing how you're making money, changing how many jokers you can have for a cost, so on. Get some pretty fancy decks. I think Ghost deck I really liked because spectral cards let you modify your deck, your cards, in ways that sometimes it's hard to get in other runs when they aren't appearing in the shop. And Abandoned deck I think is pretty fun to try and do some stuff with like hack and whatnot, which lets you re-trigger some stuff. But this will all make sense. We're just going to play it around. Alright, so on the red state difficulty, let's not say it, but it says small blinds don't actually give us any reward, right? But I think we're probably okay with the go, so I think we just try and go through this and see if we can get anything in the shop. The answer is probably no. We're only one off of flush, right? So you start 8 hands, and then you can put 8 cards in hand. Play up to 4 hands to try and get the score 300. We're playing the red deck, so instead of the normal 3 discards, we have 4, which lets you pitch cards and try and sculpt your hand to a better one, which we'll leave that so that we can follow up with a pair if necessary. So I think the extra 3 chips is going to make a difference. And we've got a full house there. So, yep, we were able to get up to 536 in 2 hands. We get $2. Oh, did I set it? I set it to the wrong stake. Hold up. Yep, it was on base difficulty. Whoops. There we go. So you do still earn a bit of money. Okay, we should say, so you get each ante, each ante is composed of up to 3 rounds. Each round has a small blind, a big blind, and a boss. You can choose to skip the blind for some sort of reward, or you can fight the boss, which if you've got a deck that scales based on playing, you're going to be able to do a lot more with. And you also earn money from beating them. You also earn interest. You earn $1 for every $5 you have saved up, and you also earn an extra $1 for with most decks. So here, I think we're going for a full house. There we go, and I think that should let us... So that's going to be 50, 90. Howdy, Cholera. How's it going? We're just running a quick round of Balatro before I sign off. I will be coming back in a little bit with it, but we had a pretty fancy Bant deck going on. Oh goodness. Sorry. That's the problems with doing it quick. I didn't actually do a test little recording. How's that for the audio? Now it's peaking in the green, which I'm guessing is going to be a lot better. Yay, nay? I think this full house should let us just clear this. Awesome. So, had a lovely Bant deck with High Alert and double Pride of the Whole Clade. We actually passed a third. No, draft deck. We were going for big butts. But after, we're currently sitting at 2-1, and then the arena servers were having a fit. I'm guessing it's some sort of maintenance going on, so I'm going to just do a quick round of Balatro, given a little preview of what will be happening in 2-ish hours, and then I'll go grab some food. But yeah, so Balatro, is this a game you've come across before? Would you like a quick explanation, or just here for vibes? That was in the midst of drafting? What? Oh, man. That sucks. I think we take... No, This can significantly improve our ability to survive early on, and I'm just going to take our early Arcana pack, see if we can get anything interesting. Might as well, I often like face cards, so let's bonus those up. Don't want to skip. I don't think we'll be able to buy that voucher, but it is a very good voucher. I think, yeah, we're going for a full house here. Is this game fully done and complete? Yes. So Balatro apparently released like a week or so ago. It's not just the demo version. I did not actually know it existed during the demo version because I would have been playing way too much of it. I don't know if it's fully complete. I don't know if they're going to roll out more updates in the future, but this is the version 1.0 full release build. Okay. Wow, okay. Oh, I guess we do get to try one more time. Okay, there's that full house we were looking for. Oh, card art DLC. Interesting. I do like me some differently, like for French playing cards and such. Yeah, possibly. There's a lot of gorgeous independent art and whatnot that folks will do. Don't know. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know if I would necessarily buy it because I'm not big on cosmetics, but I think that would be a great way to take it. Always like the French cards better than the Anglo ones. Fair enough. Is it the German ones that have like the acorns? But yeah, no, like, I think the different suits and whatnot are interesting. I could also actually see that as like interesting expansions adding different dimensions to it, but I don't know, the game is already really, I think, very well realized. I think we skip everything here and just get the extra $1. I think the game is very well realized. It's got a lot of moving pieces that are all very nicely integrated with each other. A while back, I was actually thinking of, I was trying to figure out a, what do we have remaining? Sorry. I was trying to think of a, like, in-paper version of, I think, a fairly similar concept. Trying to use poker hands to generate score. Actually, I should have checked. Yeah, we're out of 5s. That was silly. Okay, so we're playing a 2-pair. And I think we're hoping to try and get a flush. Oh, or that's an up. But yeah, no, I mean, it's got a lot of moving pieces to it that keep things fairly fresh, and all of the different parts work pretty well together. So, you know, like, all of the seals and things that modify your cards, there's certain jokers that it works well with, and some of those jokers, some of that helps interact with the shop. I don't know, it all flows very nicely together, in my opinion. And I don't think any of these things actually help us. I mean, extra discard might, but I think we just go next round. We could skip for a rare joker. We're going to make 3, maybe, like, we could make a little off of it, but we could go for a rare polychrome joker. This is probably a bad idea, but I think we can make it work. Demon Crawl, and the way it makes solitaire solo poker fun and engaging. I'm not familiar with Demon Crawl, but yeah, I don't know. I personally have found, like, solitaire, oh, Demon Crawl is a Minesweeper. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I definitely have heard this, put in terms of, like, Poker 2.0, right? Got another... It's only a 2-pair. Yeah, I mean, we ship it. Yeesh, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight, but we don't get the molt. Oh wait, well, oh my god, I didn't even, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think is more doable. But yeah, no, like, no, I think sequel to poker is a good way of putting it, and yeah, viewing it as sort of an overhaul of it. I think a lot of games that do very well, that are kind of classics, are ones that are taking things like chess and whatnot, and just cranking them up to 11, finding a way to update them. So a polychrome that wants 2s. I think we can work with that. We haven't actually, all we've done is add bonus to some face cards, but we do that, it gives us a nice multiplier. So I think this is going, what we're looking for is 5-of-a-kind 2s eventually, with some, like, retrigger, get a hack. But for now, I'm going to take the tarot card generator, try and get some econ. Don't get anything. This can give us some multipliers if we're trying to avoid face cards. Sure. Foil, I think, is nice, but we're kind of hoping the wee joker will get us there. This is going to be an interesting run. So holographic. I think we need to play it, even though it's not going to be a whole lot of money. I think we need to just try and generate a bit. Okay. fishing for those twos to try and up the score a bit. Well, there's a full house. I think the full house will get us there, so I'm actually just gonna ship off and see if we can get any twos for it. We do not, but I think we will be totally fine here. No, okay. I misjudged our power level. But, second full house. Do it in 2, get $2. Yep, okay. I think that does us better than the foil Joker. Then we'll take an Arcana pack, maybe get a good tarot card. No, it's doing nothing for us. There we go though. I think Temperance, because we really do need the money. And this way we'll earn a little bit of interest? Sure. And could buy, actually, we'll buy the second tarot pack off of that, since we... This Joker. Doing nothing for us. Okay. So I think we're going for, like, low card retrigger. So I think we add some mult to these low cards. I would like to do it to, like, 5s in case we get Fibonacci, but... Or actually, do we make one of these? No. I think we just try and modify these cards, because I don't think we actually get a whole lot out of modifying them at the moment, out of trying to change them into other things. Vouchers are pretty good, but we'll skip for now. Ah, a 2. I see you. Well, it gets plus 8 chips. That's pretty nice. And we really want to be shipping off our face cards so that we can be building that multiplier. Okay, so we've got some 2s, some 6s, and some 7s. Fine, we'll chicken out a little bit and just go with this hand, which is going to pump up the wee Joker. For the next hand. Okay. We've almost got a flush. We do not have a flush. We don't have a straight. So we're just playing a hand as a discard, essentially. Not where you want to be. There we go. Unfortunately, that might be the end of this run. Full house might be enough to save it. Does screw or ride the bus, but... Yep, it was enough. Sometimes you actually have to play the good hand. Even if it's not what you're trying to get your synergies popping off with. Okay, Arcana pack. See if we... Still no tarot. Buddy. Well, we'll create a random Joker. 3 of a kind. Okay, good with our full houses. And yeah, we'll see. So no repeat hand types this round. That's going to be a little rough. I guess we've already messed up this, so playing a straight, and I don't think we're going to play another straight this round. It's probably not too bad. Ugh, only 780. Okay. So looking for the third 7. Or... We do have a number of 4s left, we've got a number of 2s left. Not as many 8s or aces, so I do think this is an okay discard. Maybe should have pitched one more, just to make sure we're going deeper. Yeah, actually, let's pitch the 3. Oh boy. Not looking great. So we can do a 2 pair. Increasing the chips, but... So 2 more hands, and we can't do another 2 pair. And we could maybe try and get a... No, hearts only has 2, so if we're going for a flush, we want diamonds. So we can go for a high card. Flush, we could dig for the 4. So we play that. Go for 9 high card. And then save ourselves with a full house. Oh dear. I think we have defeated ourselves. We tried too hard to be nice and synergistic, and look where it got us. Man, this was looking like an interesting setup. Early wee Joker. Not missing any hands. Nope. Alright. Unfortunate. But, winding down from the sudden end to that draft, I will be back in about 2-ish hours with some more lovely Balatro. Hopefully, we'll pop off and not have another round like that, but we're trying out the red chip difficulty, which is certainly a little different. I do struggle with the early game a lot more than late game, I find. I think that's true of a lot of games. I tend to look at the far future rather than the immediate, so we'll see how this works out. Thank you for popping in, I appreciate it, and I will catch y'all later at 2 Pacific time. Bye! Howdy folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob. Today we're doing some more Balatro. We hopped online earlier after that draft went a bit awry, and did a little preview round, but now we're back in the afternoon for a longer session, because, man, I have probably spent like 4 hours per day the past 2 days playing this, so I figure we should probably stream it, right? And it gives us something different to be doing than jamming our head against sands over and over. I think I've got the audio worked out. I know there was a bit of a kerfuffle with that earlier, but I think we've got the nice chill sounds in the background pretty well, and I also think I've fixed the filter peaking, or fixed the peaking on my audio, so that if I'm a little excited about a hand, I'll still be relatively chill, but when I'm commentating, sometimes I might get a little loud while I'm getting excited, so hopefully I can get real excited without blowing up your eardrums too bad. So, let's take a crack at this. I have done all of the basic decks that you can unlock just by playing the decks on the white stake difficulty, so I thought I'd like to take a crack at the red stake difficulty. Let's unlock some more decks. We already took one crack at this. The red stake seems to incentivize you, and I'm just gonna go red deck. I like kind of working left to right. Seems that red stake incentivizes you to probably be skipping small blinds a number of the time, right? because, so, here, the most I'm going to make off of it is $3, right? Because I need to play at least one hand, so I only get 3, and I don't get any victory. Skipping, though, I get free booster packs, free boosties. Vouchers don't get free, so that's not a good combo, so let's actually pick up some money here. Heck yeah. Like, I think the earlier rounds, skipping an early blind, isn't that bad. I've had it, I think, screw me a couple of times, but I think overall, you're pretty happy skipping the first blind. I think you get into trouble when you get tempted on the second one, though, but it depends. Depends on what it's offering. Double flush. I often find myself having the most difficulty on the early parts of the runs, mostly because I want to build the awesome stuff in the late game, and then I realize that, oh shoot, I didn't take any of the stuff that I needed to actually survive to get there. Well, Blueprint, one of the best jokers. Doesn't actually do a whole lot now, but that's not the worst. I love Hone, and I think we just spend our $10 on that. A lot of the builds where I've done particularly well have been trying to like double up, get some re-triggers on some like polychromed, red sealed bonus or molt cards, right? Probably should have done the Arcana packs first. Forget about the Hermit, even though quite useful. So we could go for lucky cards, or actually we probably just go Temperance here. I think money early on is very crucial. It's like, yeah, we could make some of these lucky. I don't know what we want to be speccing into right now. Like, Four Fingers is not exactly what you want, and Blueprint kind of goes with everything, right? So I think just grabbing the $8, even though that doesn't give us long-term payouts, I think it gives us a lot more flexibility in sculpting what we're doing. So, yeah, our Joker, like, literally stone useless on this one since we need to play 5 anyway, but I guess it lets us play a flush with only 4 of the suit, and then we just throw in an extra random card. I think we go for a high pair or full house. Okay. So I guess we could also do like a straight. Go for like 8, 9, 10 jack. 8, 9, 10 jack, yeah. Missing a king. Oh, but there we go. So we can do. Actually, we can even play a real straight. So queen, jack. Yeah, I don't think that's that bad. Leaves us with some clubs to be working with for a flush. And there, with our Joker that is a flush. Oh, one shy. Burning money. But starting out with Blueprint gives us some very powerful late game upside, I think. Okay, 4 of a kind. I love increasing hand size, but we can pick that up in a little bit. I don't think Splash is very good. I think Splash is kind of an admission of defeat. Unless you're going, I guess if you're doing like a high card build, but even then you gotta be careful. Four of a kind I think is a little bit of an ask, so I think we just open a standard pack, look for anything funky. 4, that stealed, I think, is decent. And I think we take our $4 of interest. Get a foil joker. And it means that we're playing fewer cards. I think it's a little tricky, and we want to see more jokers, but I'm willing to give that a shot. Try and get one pretty good joker, hopefully. We need 1,200. We don't have any molt at the moment, so we're going to need a pretty darn good hand. I think I'm gonna go for a straight or doing something fancy with 4s. Got double jack. So something. Ooh. So we can do a flush. Flush will get us, that's what, 21, 28, 34, so about 70, so 280 gets us a quarter of the way there, but uses a lot of the stuff that gives us good potential. Man, I don't like discarding only 2 cards. I'm gonna discard the jacks. He's going for the aces. Okay. We get a full house, but then we're kinda screwed. Right? So probably needed to not skip that blind. Yeah. This is what I mean. Like, fantastic start, and then just threw it away. So no discards. Probably going for a heart or diamond flush. Okay, well, there's the steal, but later then it's really going to help us. We can do a 2-pair, and then we're just dunzo. Amazing, terrible, combines to terrible. Alright. Wow, harsh. Harsh little Joker man. Don't think adding a voucher is great, so I think we'll take the $3. Go for a full house. Does not want to give it to us. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I think we're still fine doing... No, maybe not. Probably should have gone for a flush. So, ditch everything but hearts. Buy card. There we go. Warming up for the day, right? Probably just being overly ambitious. So yeah, we got $1 out of that because we played terribly. Overstock, I love, but Oh man, we can't even get the Mega Buffoon pack. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to anyway, but... Okay, next round. Hopefully get a little more money off this one. Okay, fine. We'll stick with the flush. There we go. It's not a bad flush either. Okay. Go for a diamond flush. Gigas. Wow, okay. We had a 10, but we don't. So I think we're better off just playing a worse hand, pulling for... There's only 2 10s left in the deck. Ah, but we get them. Play a nice straight. Rough start. Okay. Upgrade poker hands. Do stuff for exactly 4 cards. Not really my favorite. And this is some nice overall scaling. Sure, we'll take a Space Joker. Next round, I hate skipping on that voucher because it lets you see so much more for refining later on, but just trying to get through it. Okay, hearts are debuffed. So, go for... Probably go for a spade flush here. Okay. There we go. Let's see where that takes us. Upgrade? No upgrade. We've got a full house. Actually, don't know when this triggers, so I don't know when to be disappointed. Okay, what have we got for diamonds versus spade? Okay, so diamonds we still actually have a fair number of. There we go. Just go for some hands that we know we'll probably make it to. Hey, and leveling up that flush. I don't super love the flush builds. They're usually easier to play, but it's, you know, it's not the worst, but certainly not the best. Terrible voucher, hate it. I don't love credit card. I like to earn my interest. I like to keep stuff in my back pocket. So we can get Judgment, or we can ship it off, look for some other stuff. I think we do go Judgment here, if we get anything. Okay, so certainly going towards the flush direction. Free Mega Buffoon pack, I think that's pretty sweet. That's kind of what we're looking for anyway. So, incentivize queens. This one is half decent economy, but free tarot cards I like. And I don't know. I find myself often using this for like 1 or 2 and then just getting stuck, since you're kind of incentivized to go for hands that are pretty much the same. So if you build yourself out of one, like we haven't really committed yet, but also sometimes it can be ridiculous stuff like a royal straight or whatnot. Especially doing something like Steel Queens and then a mime could be sweet, but I think we just take the misprint because it's sometimes a flat mult. we're not loving stuff right now, but oh, okay, free Joker. Okay, 4 of a kind. Not the best, but all right. So go for a heart flush. Heart flush. So it does seem like we are kind of tending towards a flush dealio, but I think we could pretty easily pivot. Like, we only have one Joker that actually specifically incentivizes that. Celestial packs, not really my jam right now. I think Raised Fist can do some good work, but I'm kind of happy with where we're at, so let's just keep building this, looking for some better options to jump to. So we could make some more spades. Kind of like that. Then here, probably just high card it. High card me. And now we've got that spade flush. Love the Ace of Spades as a card. Ooh, not quite there. Yeesh. Okay. Okay. We do have another flush though, so I think we're golden. Always really loved the aesthetics of like cards and card playing stuff. That was one of my thoughts for, instead of going for like a little ink blob, going for Johann. I really love that it's 52 cards in a deck, 52 weeks in a year, 4 suits, 4 seasons, although obviously changes around a little bit, tarot stuff, you know, messes around with that conceptually, but I like it a lot. Scholar, so go for like aces, could be interesting. We are like, the only thing we've actually got going for us is the slight weighting towards spades right now. Don't hate a standard pack. Like, I like this Joker better in general than either the Crafty or Clever, but I don't think we can necessarily afford that right now unless we, like, pull a gorgeous ace. Just an Ace of Spades, which is not the worst. 2 of Hearts. It's only bonus chips. This helps with our econ a little bit, and weights us more towards spades. I do prefer to take the ace, but I think we take that and hopefully make a little money off of it. Get a free Mega Standard pack, and we don't get debuffed for the pillar. I think ultimately I'm probably not going to want to play the higher difficulties as much, because I kind of like just popping off, having fun seeing how far you can go, but I don't know, I think it's important to explore this side of the game, and later on I might eventually. Steel and Gold Seal incentivize is 2 different things. We are lower on diamonds, but I think there's some good benefit to it. I think we do play the blind. Get some tarot cards. Death, so we can duplicate stuff. Fantastic. We could like get one of our aces, make it gold, and then death. So we're almost to a no hearts. We have fewer of. But we're still pretty likely to get it, so let's go for a heart flush. Yeah, we've got one. I don't think this wins it for us, so I think we're good to still dig a bit afterwards. Yeah, I guess that really depends on what Misprint offers. Diamonds? We've got a fair number of left, so we can ship these off. Ooh, 3 of spades I do like. Full deck. So currently, clubs is our lowest weighted one, so... Ooh, almost did that the wrong way. Let's, yeah. Let's dupe the lucky 3. Maybe we get a hack eventually or something. Okay, but for now... Yeah, screw it. Let's ship off those. Get the diamond flush. Ah, that does it. I was like, oh no, now we can do the 3s, see if we can get some cash off them. We did too good. Alright, alright. Skipping packs? I like to just not buy them then. Face cards, we don't have a lot going on. Kinda not some great shops, but okay. Strength, so we can buff some stuff up. Full deck, we are weighted towards... Okay, so we've got some extra 8s. Why do we have... Oh, okay, we've got the 8 of spades, and I guess... Okay, so... Got extra 8s, which likes Fibonacci, so does 3s. Okay. Okay, okay. I think we're gunning for a spade flush. And we can bump the 2s up into 3s. We get the spade flush. Gonna bump them up into 3s. Okay. Leveling up the flush. See if we can get another, get some sort of 3 of a kind. Actually, probably a lot more than 3 of a kind, hopefully. We still have more discards. Kinda working towards spades. Keep a 3 hedging our bets. Okay, that's almost a spade flush. So yeah, I think we ditch this other 3, go for the spade flush. Nice. Hopefully enough, and then we get to make a little money off the 8. There we go. Still pretty small right now. But we're cobbling stuff together. We're finding our lane. Ah, Overstock comes back. I like that a lot. We've got enough money for it, and we're looking to be more selective. I think we do take an Arcana pack. Hermit, Hanged Man, Wheel of Fortune. Hermit doubling money, I think is nice. I think we can gold up the Queen. We could destroy some stuff. It would probably just be the Ace of Clubs, though. So let's get some more money. See if we get ready to dig a little, I think. Okay. Get 18 bucks. Sure. I'll get 18 bucks instead of a tarot. Look for hearts or spades. Looking for hearts. Okay, so we can get some more money off the Fool, but I don't think that's where we want to be. Oh. Did I miss? I probably looked at something and got the wrong suit. Okay. Looking for another spade. we hold on to the 8 to try and pump it up. Okay. And we will get times 1.5 off of the steel. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. Got 2 6s. We've got some. Oof. Okay. Left in the deck, we've got a lot of spades to potentially run into. So I think we get rid of these as a hand. Probably screw ourselves again. Yep. Yeah, like we can do a 2 pair, and that's just not enough. Like maybe I should have been spending more money, but okay. Or maybe not skipping as much. I say looking at guarantee an uncommon joker and then skip. No. Let's try and make $3. Okay. Most of the way to a full house. And here we've got it. It's just kind of a low full house. So let's actually ship it back. Wow, even after discarding 2 queens. Feel pretty confident this gets it. Yep. Fantastic. Might have been fine with the 2s, but wasn't feeling doing the math. Constellation. So incentivize us to get planets. I think that's a good one. Then, so we could get 2 tarot cards, or we could get, what, around $4. Let's get the 2 tarot cards. Let's see what we can do. I think random joker, or actually, so first use the Emperor, see what we get. Nice. Then let's Wheel of Fortune first. Nope, because I think this is a very good long-term one. Because I think you can scale, because late game planets is scaling, and then that scales your scaling, so hell yeah. And we get hack. Okay. I like hack. So now what we want are some good low 2, 3, 4, 5s that get us some good looking stuff. I think we go for a full house. We get a full house, but it's on the higher end. Want to try and make use of the retrigger. Although I guess it's not as valuable when it's just adding extra chips, right? Okay, 6s aren't bad. Looking for 1 more 6 or 1 more 4, I think, still. No. Okay. Well, is a 2 pair that retriggers a bit. So, the retrigger is only an extra 8. Actually, oh yeah, we want to ship off cards. So I'm like, oh, we could go for a flush. Yeah, that was not good. Why am I like this? I get too zoomed in, too zoned in. So 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Go for a straight. It's going to be 120 plus. Okay, so 30, 51, 71. So 280. So we're going to be just shy, and we can hold off on playing the devil. But I think the high card will probably make it. Oh, it's 284. Doi. So, missing out on some money. Whoops. Okay. Ace doesn't work there, but that's still a consideration. I think, though, we probably take the Buffoon pack and then gun for the clearance sale. Okay, I like the foil chips. I don't think the retrigger effect is necessarily awesome, but for now, just well, I guess the molt isn't. I think the molt is better for the time being. I think the molt is what lets us survive. Would have loved the standard pack, but I think we will make more money fighting this. Okay. Okay. So, like, if we did a pair, that gets us... So, these retrigger, so that would be 16, 22, 22 times 22, so 400, like 440. So let's look for a third 3. Go for 3 of a kind. Guess we don't need to do it in one. But I do think that 3 of a kind is how we clear this most effectively because of that 20 molt. Because this isn't actually helping us out much at the moment. Do we have more 5s? Only one more 5, so that was not the best keep, but hey, sometimes you get proven wrong. And let's gold up at 3. So that's going to be 60 times 23. Stick. And some money. Okay. So this would be good for trying to like re-trigger choose and force. But I think this helps our economy a lot more long run. Maybe that's stupid. I think we can make 1200. Just need another 3 of a kind. How hard could it be? For 10s and 5s. Could do a flush or a straight, but so that would be okay. So that would be ditching our 5s. Or ditching our chance at a 3 of a kind 5, most likely. So that's going to be 10, 14, 24, 30, 34, 64. Yeah, that's not great. So yep, just keep going for 3 of a kind. We're more focused on 3 of a kind right now. I like hack a lot though. Just need to not get too laser focused. I say, getting laser focused. 10 or a 5. No! Okay. think we just play pairs. Guess we can tuck in a cheeky 4 as basically a discard. Okay, so we clear it with 2 pairs. The 10 pair is actually the same as the 5 pair for us right now. Okay. $6. Okay, try and get some tarot value. And open a celestial pack. Come on, tarot. Yes. Okay. And then a 3 of a kind. Sure. Gets us a little extra multiplier here. Starts that popping. Must play 5 cards. Oh dear. That might be the doom of us. So let's go for like low diamonds. Okay. Diamond flush. Whew. Okay. So yeah, we're kind of we are not depending on our jokers very much right now. Full house, I think, is going to be helpful. 3 of a kind, yeah, except we can't play it. So, full house. Oh man, we're not even halfway there. Do we have... Oh! Wait, no. Because, yeah, the hand needs to contain 3 or fewer cards. But we could have done 3 of a kind. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Oh, that's a spade. Yeah. Yeah, hack sucks early on if you don't have the big cards to make it work with. So how do we get 600 points with essentially no score multiplication in one hand? We would need like a 4 of a kind. So 4 is out. 5 could. King can't, queen can't. Okay. So go for 4 aces. So there are 2 5s left. Trying to do the math on this. So there are 2 5s and 2 aces. There are also 2 8s, but okay, so we ditched the 8s. We ditched the jack and the 9. So now the question is, do we have better odds? So by doing this, there are 4 hits. We draw 4 cards, 4 of which we draw 4 cards out of 16, 4 of which work for us. So the first pull, there's a 1 in 4 chance. Then, assuming the worst case, it's a so 1 in 4 versus 4 in 15 versus 4 in 14. Pulling up the calculator. I'm liking where this run is going, but again, we just kind of derped along a little too hard. So okay. Sorry, doing it on my phone because not sure bringing up a calculator is going to work well. So first poll we have a Yes, what are the chances of not working? So that's going to be 12 and 16 times 11 in divided by 15 times 10 in 14 times 9 in 13. So if we do that, we've got a... but I guess we need to pull 2 of them, right? I forget the whole choosing thing, so screw it, we're shipping it. Okay, did not get 4 of a kind, but we get a fully re-triggered, yo, full house. I don't think that's going to be 600. Well, wow. I have not had quite this much trouble before. Okay, guaranteed $8. We aren't doing better than that. Maybe the temptation of skipping is our problem. Skipping the small blinds might be good, but it's also, I think that's one of the things I have a lot of trouble evaluating, is the opportunity cost of not seeing a shop, right? So it's kind of, each time you go to a blind, there is the value of the $5 reroll, which I typically don't value super highly. I'm not willing to pay $5 for it, but I don't know what I am willing to pay for it. Okay. We've got double jack, double fours. And now we've got a full house of jacks and nines. Some jacks dressed to the nines, maybe. Alright, alright. Dun dun dun. Got more spade. Oh, okay. Let's discard the diamonds, going for a heart flush. And there's our heart flush. Because yeah, it's like these early hands I think are a lot closer to poker, which I don't have a whole lot of experience with. And I'm still learning how to make the I wouldn't even say correct decisions. I don't think there are correct decisions per se in a roguelike game. Negative Vagabond. So this is interesting. Normally I think there's a lot of value to this early on. I like having a lot more money, but tarot cards, and then you can also really game this to get more out of your tarot cards. And it's negative. So it costs a lot. This is a big investment for us, but I think it will pay dividends. And eventually, when we don't need it anymore, we probably don't even sell it because, well, if we get like baseball card or something. Damn. Like, I like negative jokers that contribute more, but I think starting off with the Vagabond is pretty good. And then we want to get our money down, so we'll just buy a Celestial pack. And we'll level up Flush, should help us a little bit more in this early game. And now, we get to... This is gunning for a Diamond Flush. Okay, I don't think we win it off of this, so that's... Even this is not going to add... So, we play this, we get close-ish to 600. And then we can kind of limp along. Okay, don't like the Fool. So this will be 32.60 some odd chips, so I think we'll be in pretty decent striking distance of finishing it out, and we get an extra tarot card. Which, like, we can always sell, right? That's kind of worst case, is it makes us $1, so we're not actually losing out by trying to play to the Vagabond, as long as we don't pigeonhole ourselves too hard. Guess we could make more clubs. Like, death is super valuable when you're doing stuff that isn't like that, right? So we do this, that finishes the hand, so let's see if we can't get one more out of our Vagabond. Okay, make a little money. Because we still want to make money, we just want to be spending it down. So that's the cost of the Vagabond, is that you don't get to hold onto it, you don't get to be making interest. And okay. Give a kind. Okay. So lots of gold cards. Terrible Joker. This is essentially... think of it this way. So, if the chips scored are at least 25% of the required chips. So this is a one-time use times 4, right? Because this is just lowering it by a quarter, or lowering it down to 1/4. So we could use this to get even more tarot cards. I feel like that's better than just buying an Arcana pack with where we're at, and it gets our money down. Except we want to sell this, probably. So I think what we do, actually, we do the Arcana pack. Then we can see if we use them or if we're just selling stuff. I think the answer is we're going to just sell stuff. We can make another jack, so we can go for, like, trying to load up on jacks. I don't know what the synergies would be there. But face cards have some good re-trigger options, I know. Or we could try and make some face cards multipliers, which I think is probably actually better. And then we sell these so that we can buy and get even more tarot cards. So that gives us $10, but then we aren't making tarot cards, so I think we actually just play it because we've got a bit of an engine going. Okay, steel card. Or we can make things into steel cards. We also have 3 of a kind. Actually, we have a full house. So that's 60, and then almost an additional 90, or almost an additional 30 to make 90, so 360 there. And we don't have molt. So I think what we actually do is we're going to make... We'll keep loading up on jacks. We play this hand, so then it's 90 times 6, so that gets us pretty close. The world. Spades, okay. Let's go for like a full house or something. We could do 1, 2, 2, and then convert 3 of these into spades. Go for a flush. I think that would put us over. Yeah, it would. So now we can just high card, high card. I haven't played with the Vagabond much. I think we're going away from diamonds. Okay, more spade conversion. So my question is, am I focusing way too much on the Vagabond? We trigger all cards in the final hand. So, like, this isn't actually... We aren't progressing towards a build here, right? At the moment. We're just kind of spending... We sell that, we buy this Joker, which can potentially do stuff. We're just kind of bopping around with tarot cards. We're not actually doing a whole lot. Like a medium would be fantastic. We can make some stuff into spades. Okay. I think we discard and we just try and dig for some more spades, do a flush. I want to put it on face cards, I think, if possible. Okay. Those are not themselves face cards. But I think we're okay. And then we can make something wild. So now the question is, do we actually... I think we actually save this for the final round. So that we get the re-trigger on it. Okay, so we like play out a pair. Okay. So we can turn these 10s into face cards. And then we can make this jack wild. Okay, so multiplier. Do that as a high card. So like, okay, doing a, okay, yeah, it is a flush house. So I'm like, we've got our ace in the hole there. So we're just trying to farm tarot. We sell that. I don't think stone card good. Wow, that was definitely a full sentence. Oh, wait, I was trying to play that. Doi. Okay, so we can make some of these multipliers. Multiplying jacks. And then we play our flush house. So we're doing some stuff. We've got some flames going on. Like, we're using the tarot cards to make... We're loading up on, like, spade high cards. Not all face cards, but high cards, right? Cash out, we will sell the tower. Okay. We'll be getting the Hierophant, or we'll be getting tarot cards. So I think we actually just buy a jumbo celestial pack. That's how we spend down. Four of a kind, or a flush. Four of a kind. I think flush is better because it uses more cards. Because I think by the time you're getting four of a kind, you're typically looking actually for five of a kind, right? Base chips and malt are halved. Okay. Temperance will give us a decent amount of money at the end of the round, but we don't want to spend it now because we're trying to keep our money low. We're a vagabond. Don't know why I discarded the spade there. Digging for spades. Okay. There we go. I like that better. Oh, okay, yes. Okay. And then if we re-trigger that, especially with the bonus molt, I think we'll be fine. So now we can just, like, start playing out some bad hands, I think. Make something a gold card. This is technically a spade, but that would get rid of the wild card enhancement. Sure. Put it on the 6. We might actually need one more hand, but I think this is the best hand we're gonna get, right? Might have just greeted out with the Vagabond. Oh, shoot. Actually, yeah. No, we need to play this because it's going to have this, isn't it? It doesn't show the halving. Oh, yeah, no. Nice. Mistakes were made. Okay. This might be able to save it, because we get a fair bit of molt. Oh wait, that's a club, so we've gotta do something like this. Oh, that might not be enough. Okay, oh right, with the re-trigger. Okay, okay, we pulled it out. Okay. This is good, it just a little bowel clenching, right? Sphincter tightening. Okay. Jumbo Arcana. We hold off on the Temperance for now, because we might make another Joker. We could destroy some cards. I do like deck thinning, but I think let's make another Joker. See if we can get something. Pair. So if it contains a pair, get some extra chips? Sure. Then we make some money. Ooh, okay. Bonus Ace of Spades. I like that. You also like Ace retriggering. We haven't gone too far down on hearts. But I guess this doesn't have other stuff going on for it, so... Like, if this was, like, polychrome or foil, or something in addition to the red seal, but... We'll take the bonus ace. And then... Sometimes we want to sell our cards, so I'm going to just buy the Joker for now, or the ice cream, even though we probably ultimately aren't going to want it. So here we could try and guarantee a rare Joker. We miss out on some of our tarot shenanigans, though. So, is it better to keep sculpting our deck with the tarot cards, or to try and get a rare Joker that shapes our run? I think the answer for now is try and keep sculpting. Oh, I should have held off on selling that, but okay. Okay. Go for some spades. Okay. Nice. I like the bonus ace. I think we'll actually just try playing this as a hand. Death. Nice. So we can make another bonus ace. So now maybe we can shoot for a flush house. Maybe. Got 2 more aces of spades, so we could go for five of a kind actually. Then we've got more jacks of spades. And 2 more 8s of spades. So I think we discard those. I think we even actually play that out and just get it out of our hand. Wheel of Fortune. Nope. Oh man, imagine if that triggered and hit the ice cream. I would have cried. So now we have a flush house, right? And will be a re-triggering flush house. So that's 1400, and then... Oh yeah, that should do it easily. Especially with the re-trigger. Ooh, so we can turn some kings into aces? I think I want to try and hit 2 of them, but... So we'll hold off. No, actually, because otherwise we'd probably end up selling this, so... We'll take it. So I think we are aces. Okay. We're cruising. Although we can't do much in the shop. We would like the buffoon pack, I think, but we'll take lovers. We'll get something else to be a spade sometimes. Might be making bad decisions because of the Vagabond. We might need to make more money just so we can be buying stuff in the shop. Like, maybe it's outrun its usefulness. Okay, well, we can make another ace of spades. In that case, let's try and find a second king, maybe. Or a flush house. Make some money off of these. No, fine, we'll make the queen a little closer. I think we've got enough spades that we can ditch one. Okay, we can make another gold card. I'm banking a lot on these last hands. Okay. Oh yeah, I missed out on a tarot, didn't I? Ooh, okay. Being able to destroy stuff. Though we aren't going to have a chance to destroy anything at the moment. So, I'll sell this. I believe. Yeah. Closer than it probably should have been, though. Okay. 16 bucks. Man, I hate that I'm gonna keep trying to Vagabond. I guess there's no reason not to, but we need to just pretend it's not there anymore. Because otherwise, I'm going to end up screwing myself so badly, aren't I? Here, so Mega Standard Pack. Looking for like good aces or good spades. Those were neither. We'll take an ace, a wild-carded ace of clubs. So we can just guarantee +4 multi. God, I think we actually do that for now. Jeez. Okay. Yep, and we miss out. But here we get to make that a lucky ace. And we get to destroy some hearts. Okay. So not a flush house, but it is a full house, if we wanted. I think maybe we go for like 5 of a kind. Okay. And now we just play things trigger Vagabond. So that gets re-triggered. We can't actually destroy stuff very well right now, can we? I think we can do that, and then 1,000. Yeah, no. Okay. Play hands. God, so we can destroy a huge amount here. But, no. Okay, Hermit for some money. Not the worst. And we'll destroy. We might have made some choices here. Okay. So we can chain up some money. As we can Hermit. What if we sell the Cartomancer? Guess we should have done that before the first Hermit, but we upgrade our chances of finding some good stuff. Now we just start ignoring the Vagabond. Ah, okay, so aces will become more valuable. Sure. And now we can actually open Arcana packs. Okay, Emperor, I think. Oh, Doi. I always forget that gets used right away. Nothing. Okay. Moving swiftly onward. So now, I think, I'm trying to find some better jokers. Okay. So we can create more jokers. We can increase our lucky cards. So like, we definitely sell that. Actually, you know, I think that's even better than, or no. So we get that. That's just plus 10 molt, which is strictly better than the plus 4 molt one. And then I don't think any of these are actually that much better than what we might make off of this. So, and I don't think Sly Joker is fantastic. So let's just make 2. Okay. We will get rid of them eventually. So we want to discard lower cards. Okay, we got a full house. Might as well make this ace lucky. And I think we can discard the 4. And of course it got worse. No! Ooh, okay. Okay, get rid of some of our lower cards. And then try and do a big flush. Okay, we survive, we make a little money. So maybe I chose the wrong time to pivot. I don't know, I don't like low money. Okay, it makes a wild card, no. So, Arcana. Oh, right, so we can sell that, buddy. Well, we'll get some more cash. Let's try one reroll. Nope. Okay. Well, this is not the worst. No, but I mean, this is almost just better. Ugh. Let's see what else it has. No repeat hand types. This might be a problem. Discarded queen. This is not a build I feel at all comfortable with. It's making my head hurt. It's making me grumpy. Okay, mail-in rebate. I like autopilots. Okay. 4 of a kind. Interesting. So we get money for 4 of a kind and discarding queens. So we've got a full house, but not a flush house. Still not a flush house. Screwed ourselves out of a flush. Goodness gracious. We had a lot more ace of spades in there, and yet. So, I think we play some bad hands, still digging for them. It's like, oh, you know, maybe we, hold off on that. Okay, still not a flush house. But it is a full house. There's the flush house. And I think we can do a 4 of a kind. Get some money. Don't think that's actually worth it. We do that. So that's 120 times 12. So this is worth more. So we play a pair and then flush house. hope that's enough. Not a whole lot to increase our molt at the moment. Yeesh. Yeah, this is sketch. I do not think these are good economy for us at the moment. I like making things cheaper. That is good economy. Arcana. Wheel of Fortune? Or destroy some stuff. Probably destroy some clubs. I guess that could get strength eventually, so we'll also destroy diamonds. Reroll. Okay, a molt based on planets. And we can get stuff for our tarot usage. That's probably good. So maybe looking to replace Odd Todd, since we've got a lot of chips. Planet X for 5 of a kind. But we've got more flush houses at the moment, so we'll go for that. I don't know what we're doing, but I think I got too distracted. I got too lost in the sauce with the Vagabond. Okay. So, plus 0.2 molt? No, I think we get more out of playing. Even if we don't earn money. Okay, diamonds, which we've kind of been speccing out of. Well, that's just a full house. But we get plus 4 molt. And that right there is a flush house. And maybe I was wrong about getting more out of playing. So we get $3 and then an additional 5 interest. Okay, this is probably more, you know, that's enough for a mega celestial pack. So let's do some Arcana shenanigans. Okay, I don't like making things glass or clubs, so upgrade the tarot and get some more money. Okay, so we can clone an ace, which I like. Another lucky ace of spades, feels very apropos. And then I think, so we can either destroy and thin more. So we're up to 7 ace of spades. I think we High Priestess and buff this molt. So see, we got more out of playing than we did skipping. I think that's, yeah, what I have a lot of trouble. You know, getting those packs can be pretty good. Like a Spectral pack or a Negative Joker, I think are good reasons to skip, but once you've got some econ going, don't think we reroll. Or, okay, so like Polychrome. All face cards are drawn face down is rough, but like making sure that we get a Polychrome Joker so we can like replace Riffraff with almost anything. I think we sell that. Dusk might not actually be that good. I'm really attached to retriggering stuff right now, and it's been really good for making our final stuff pop off. We do have some good multipliers and such in the deck. So let's skip that blind and go for a Polychrome Joker. Hopefully something nice and fantastic. Okay. Don't know if this is a jacker or not, so that does throw a kink in our plans. think we just go for 5 of a kind. Even if it's not a flush 5? Do we gun for the flush 5? I think we make sure we've got a guarantee. Okay, so now we have a flush 5. And if we re-trigger, we're pretty well off. Is there a good and compelling reason to not just... So, we would make 3 more bucks, but we might also draw into some of our gold cards. Yeah, I think we go for it. Let's play some bad hands and get to double up on Dusk. Okay, 1 more bad hand. Come on, gold card. So how big is this with the re-triggers? Okay. Oh, that was more dangerous than I thought, but I think the re-triggers did help a fair bit, so... We are in a risky position. This really wants diamonds. And we are so low on diamonds. Ugh. Mistakes were made. Like, that's just a flat 1.5 mult. I've seen worse. We want stuff that works with aces, so we can probably... God. All of this is bad. 4 of a kind, sure. This is almost a polychrome. We get a good ace. We do not. Next round. We've already got a card that does that. Okay. We're playing sketch. I think we're gonna cap out at this rate. Burn out early. The flames of our youth. So we can do. So we could do a flush house. Or 4 of a kind. That gets 1.5 times. No, that's still just better. Actually, this is better. Because this is a flush house with that. So, again, I feel like trying to make sure that we get to re-trigger stuff, even if we're throwing away a little bit of money. Maybe we draw another lucky ace. A pair! Okay, that's a better one. Okay. Feel pretty confident that we've got this. There, and we made 20 bucks off of it. Awesome. But yeah, these are not strong hands at the moment. We're pretty reliant on that re-trigger. And getting lucky. I don't like the gross Michelle. It's gross. Okay. Okay. Planet X, 5 of a kind. Flush 5. We're probably going to get a flush 5 more often than not with what we're trying for, right? Let's reroll once. Let's reroll twice. if it triggers the boss block. That seems bad. The A-Star shop is pretty cheap other than the rerolls. No, we'll continue. Well, at least this is better than Polychrome now. Our pack's already almost free. What do you want? Okay. So we've got 5 of a kind, but gun for the flush 5. Okay, I've made some choices. Okay, I guess we hold on to that. 5 of a kind still ain't bad, even if it's not a flush 5. Whoop. Give us all a little heart attack there. Okay, don't screw me. Oh, we didn't get the 20 molts, but okay, we made it regardless. Nope. Okay, Arcana. Destroy some things. Right? Yeah. Guess we could put another molt on an ace, but... Jumbo Arcana. Okay, I think we destroy more. Just thin that deck, baby. 1 reroll. Reroll. 4 of a kind, we might use, and buffs that. Okay, 1 in 7 cards drawn face down, so this is an ace of spades for sure. Right? Because suit, yeah. Okay. Okay. Then, I guess we ship it off and look for something better. Play some stinky hands. And then try and kill it in one, practically. Wabam. Ooh, unmodified ace. We did make some money. Okay. 100,000, not bad. Hmm. 5 of a kind could be helpful. Get an extra hand, even though we aren't making great use of them. We're just kind of burning through them. Okay, standard pack. Good ace of spades. Nope. Celestial pack. Get a planet. Planet X. No, I think Eris. We'll get there. We'll get there. Reroll. Sure. And we'll do one more little cheeky reroll. Spades. I think that is finally better than Riff Raff. Since we're pretty heavily loaded up on spades. Okay. Pair by 3 levels. No. I don't think that has any value, whereas here we can high roll on some lucky cards. don't know why I didn't discard the king there. Okay, we like the jack. Look at that pair. Even if this is only 4 of a kind, I think we're fine. A flush 4. Ah, there's the flush 5. I am curious though. So that is just 4 of a kind, but flush 5. Okay. Interesting that that's unique. Yeah, I think cards that add multiplier, re-triggering them, and then especially if you've got polychrome, I think that's how you get the big numbers, the big guns. Good ace of spades. Nope. Okay. Basically, I'm viewing it as $1 for a times 0.1 multi that might have upside at some point. Sure, pair. I guess full house maybe would have been better, but reroll once. 4 of a kind, not too terrible. Plus 0.1 molt. Next. I think we can deal with the draw 3 cards. We're often only discarding that much anyway. Discard. Discard. Uh-oh. Discard. What about that card? There we go. Got a flush 5. Bump, bump. Ba-da-da-dum. I think we make more off of the re-trigger value. I'm not confident on that, but so that's, I guess it's only 1 in 15s, but so essentially by doing that, we're doing 6 in 15 versus $4. So I think we are positive. Positive EV. Getting big. So like, this absolutely carries us through ante-8. We're pretty far off of a good endless run, I think. Oh, howdy, Aya. It's doing pretty well. Had a couple of pretty bad runs because I'm trying a higher difficulty and I suck at making, I think, correct decisions for surviving the early game. But we've got one run that I think we'll make it to ante-8, which is the, like, quote-unquote win. What do I have to do? So, if you haven't come across Balatro before, essentially this is a poker-esque roguelike deck builder. So, you start off with a deck, a standard 52 deck of playing cards. You then take that deck and you make it unrecognizable. So you might notice, hey, this is sorted by suit. We're missing a lot of diamonds and a lot of hearts because we've been sort of getting rid of those and trying to find ways. Basically, you've got a shop that lets you buy like packs of playing cards, planets which upgrade the like point values of certain hands, and then jokers which sort of alter how scoring works. So rather than playing two typical poker hands where you know, like a high card is beaten by a pair is beaten by a 3 of a kind, so on and so forth, rather than exclusively looking at the sort of rank of the hand, each hand gets associated with a score. So these are the basic scores we get for different types of hands. So like high card at its baseline will give us 5 what is called chips times a multiplier of 1. Whereas like a 4 of a kind, we've got it up to level 4, it will give us 150 chips times 16 multiplier. And that translates into score. Your score is what you're doing. Oh, where is it? There we go. To beat certain targets. So each ante is what they're sort of calling like a floor, would be the equivalent in other roguelikes, has 3 bosses or 3 enemies. Small blind, big blind, and a boss that has some sort of weird rule to it. So like this one, when we try and like discard and fish for more cards, we only get 3 cards back no matter what. And you're trying to beat the score, and after each one, there's the shop to upgrade your deck and try and morph it and just trying to figure out how to get to as high a score as possible with consistency, essentially. And you can do things to like modify how the cards work. So like a basic card is just a basic card. It adds a certain flat amount of points, a flat amount of chips. But then you can sometimes modify them so they're lucky. So 1 in 5 times, they'll add 20 to your multiplier when you play them, which is pretty good. Because now that 11 chips they're adding gets multiplied by 20 rather than 4 or something that you would from just playing out the card normally. And you can sort of sculpt it to try and incentivize certain hands. We have found a way to make 7 Ace of Spades in our deck, and most of them have some sort of extra little bonus going on. So we're really trying to get like 5 of a kind, you know, a standard poker hand. So we're sort of looking for 5 of a kind Ace of Spades and trying to do some stuff with that. And we've been getting up into the like 100, 200,000 point range, which is doing pretty good because we're currently up against something in the 70,000 point range. So I think we'll be able to beat this. So we start off with none of our Ace of Spades, which is concerning. So I might have been overconfident in saying that I think we can do this. But we can always go for like a flush dealio. We're in a very weird build right now. So, okay, jokers are a lot of what determines how you're building your deck, but sometimes you get a really good way to modify your deck early on, which informs your jokers. Right now, what we've kind of got going on that's particularly relevant is we're looking to buy planet cards to upgrade our hands. We don't care what hands they're upgrading for the most part, because we multiply the multiplier. They should have used a different word. We multiply the multiplier for each planet card that we've used. So we're trying to do that. We're trying to play spades because of this joker, which gives us a flat bonus to multiplier each time we play a spade. And then we're kind of trying to save our best hand for our final hand that we play. We get to play up to 5 hands per round. We kind of want to burn the first 4 to make a really good last hand, because then we double up all of those special effects on our cards with that last hand. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So we only drew 3 back. Right now, more than aces, I'm just fishing for spades because I want to guarantee, if nothing else, a flush. So getting 5 cards of the same suit. We got some aces, so I think here we can discard some of our worse spades. Then, after play or discard, we always draw 3, so okay. No worries. So I think here, I don't think we care about the money. So I think we just play some bad hands trying to get more of our ace of spades. Okay, ace of hearts, that at least gets us towards I think 4 of a kind is better than a flush. We like to keep this steel card in hand because it kind of acts as an additional multiplier. A multiplier is, I think, the best way to phrase that. Um, but of course that's, you know, one less card that we're getting to churn through to try and dig to the hand that we want. Okay, so we've got 4 of a kind, Ace of Spades. If we get one more, we're feeling pretty good. So taking a quick look at 5 of a kind versus a flush, yeah. So, so we do want to ditch that ace because it's essentially irrelevant in this hand. Oh! Sorry, I forgot who was and wasn't there. I actually did, I beat it. Took a while. I'm working on finishing editing the videos. So the VOD should be on the Twitch page. The last Undertale one I've got, you can, towards the very end, we stuck around a little bit, waited the 10 minutes after completing the genocide run to see what was up, and talked and chatted a little bit, but that's there, and I'm currently working on editing in a number of attempts counter and getting them uploaded to YouTube. So we're getting there. The first day I was working on it, apparently I thought I got over 100. Apparently I ended on the 93rd attempt there. Okay, this is risky, but we'll see if we get there on a 4 of a kind. Even though it's 2:30. That's totally understandable. I was already on a kind of weird sleep schedule, so I very much do not fault anyone for conking out at a more reasonable time. But no, I was very excited, and I was very terrified because I was not actually 100% sure that I had beaten it once I did get through. I thought there might have been a bit more to the attack. But no, we got there. Alright. Loading up, we get an extra hand, even though we don't use them a whole lot. And now we're trying to see if we've got any more good Ace of Spades. We do not. Yes, no, I'm really happy with the fact that I did that. That was something where it's been a while. It's been nice to actually, like, really crunch down and set myself some goals in games and actually achieve them. Even though, you know, it's a little it's in the grand scheme of things, is it important I beat Sans? No. But it was important to me, and it helps me a lot, so feel pretty good. I think playing it out and getting another shop access is better than the 20 bucks. But now I'm still in recovery from all of that grinding, so back to a much more chill type of thing. Learn some skill from you, so when I get to that boss fight, I'll sort of know what to do. Awesome! I look forward to it. I hope you do really well on it. Crush Sans in less than 200 attempts. But yeah, so still sort of in recovery. Still on Undying the Undying. She's tough. I think the biggest thing there... Oh, I'm trying to remember. I'm conflating her with, I think I'm conflating her with the, pacifist route version of her. But, you know, it's a lot of memorization and repetition. You get there. I believe in ya. But yeah, so still in recovery, just sort of chilling with some... This is more my speed of game. I am very much more someone who likes to sit and think through my moves a bit, and watch the number go up. But, I will probably be returning to some sort of more story-oriented game next week. So, next 4 days, I'm going back to Magic and Balatro, and then we'll see from there. Okay... I think we just discard those 4. We might be going for a house right now. Can't even pass her, like, 3rd attack, and it annoys you, so you stopped early on because I don't want to go through the process of rage quit. That is super fair. This was back before I was streaming, but Getting Over It was a game that I started playing years ago, and I got stuck on the stairs. The stairs that come like right after oop, actually I can get rid of that. Stuck on some stairs that that happened right. Oh, yep, the pot jumping one. And I was literally looping through the same area over and over because I could not figure out how to climb these like really steep stairs for like 3 hours. And I stopped playing it, and I came back a few days later, and I tried doing it again, and it just, again, looping through the same portion, it was miserable. So I didn't play for a number of years. And then I came back a couple months ago. And when I came back a couple months ago, I took another crack, and in the first 2 hours, I had not only gotten past the stairs, I had gotten, I think, probably another 2 sections further. And I went, you know what? There's part of me that wants to keep going, but I've made good progress for today. And to keep myself from, getting too upset, I said, I'm gonna call it. And I stopped, and then I came back the next day. And then I took a couple day break, and so on and so forth, but I just made consistent progress afterwards. And that was great. I think that was a fantastic life lesson of how much I was throwing myself at it my first time through and not getting anywhere, versus taking some time to step back, do some self-care, and just make small incremental process. So going through and going, hey, you know, I'm getting super frustrated with Undyne, I'm going to take a step back, I'm going to work on it. Brilliant. You're doing way better than I did with Sans. Not all growth is linear, but I'm super glad to hear that you found a way to make sure that you can do it without raging out. Oh, because you grinded on the pacifist route? Super fair. That's, yeah, I just kind of did neutral, pacifist, and genocide all sort of crammed into 2 weeks, but, you know, it's got upsides and downsides, right? Because now I'm like, okay, I've done that, I can kind of chill out a little. We can get a bunch of extra chips off our aces. I don't think that's actually that great. Need to finish Sally Face. Okay. Yeah, Sally Face is one that I will probably look at playing at some point. I think you were the one who mentioned it. I'm really terrible at associating names and specific things. I can remember. Yeah, okay. So it's I remember things in very broad strokes, which is why things like math and, you know, the large history concepts, love them. Great, it's awesome. I can remember the rough things, and then if you ask me for any specifics, I'm like, yeah, give me a couple of hours to go double check it. Yeah, so it's like I think I'm doing this to just sort of chill out, recover a bit. And then probably going to come back with some RPG Maker games. But I believe I should double check. I think I wishlisted Sally Face so that I can keep an eye out for any sales that it should happen upon. This has been a very interesting Balatro run. Like, I think we get to Ante-8, and then I think we're done with it, because I don't think we've got the pop-off potential that I really want for a good endless run. Is RPG... like... Oh! So, RPG in general stands for role-playing game, right? So, like, in the broad strokes, something like Dungeons & Dragons is very much a role-playing game. But then there's also things like, Final Fantasy and a lot of these series where you're playing through as like a character. It's also technically an RPG. I think Undertale would also be considered one, because you are playing the role of the I guess Frisk is the name. Aw, no. Not cool. No, our RPG stands for role-playing game. And so it just kind of, it's anything that it's got characters, it's got a world, and you're playing through a particular role. RPG Maker is a bit of software that was geared towards making it super easy for people to make RPGs. It's got some pre-built assets. It's got a game engine. So basically, you can write little bits of code, but you can also string stuff together with blocks fairly easily, and you're not having to worry as much about assets. It figures out that it's pretty easy to distribute with it, so on and so forth. So it made a lot of people who had good ideas able to actually execute on it without necessarily having to commit as much time to, building up the skills to make it. I, at some point, want to play around. I bought the software a while back. I'm someone who has the technical acumen to build a video game. I've messed around with it a bit. Sitting down and actually crunching through, mostly because of the art assets and learning how to string that together, that's been kind of above and beyond me, so I think RPG Maker would be a good way to sort of start with it. And there's a lot, so playing through some games to get sort of a better feel for how some other folks are doing stuff, as well as there's some real hidden gems there. I wouldn't even necessarily say hidden, but some real gems that people have recommended to me and are ones that I want to check out. So yeah, I think using that as a sort of good way to build off the back, because yeah, I like to, generally speaking, sort of in the mornings play some Magic. It's my bread and butter. Just booted up Undertale. Awesome. Gonna take another crack at Undyne. Ooh, okay, we get to thin our deck. Oh, but yeah, so sort of in the mornings do my bread and butter stuff. Awesome. You'll have to let me know how that goes. And then in the afternoons, I'm sort of using that to, generally speaking, try and work on playing through some stuff that I've had a lot of trouble bringing myself to play through. But for now, we Balatro. I think part of what really gets me about Balatro is it's very similar to a game concept that I was trying to figure out how to make work in paper, and it was just too much to try and get all of the moving pieces that I wanted to work together. But I think doing it in a digital format so that you can actually very easily mess around with the game pieces allows you to make a very compelling game. Your OQs are too so it's hard to use the shield. I think arrow keys are just really tough in general for doing some of the fine movements that some of these bosses require. I was looking around, the only controller I could find was a D-pad rather than like a little hat switch, and I think I would have had more trouble with that. I think we make that steel. Oh no! You'll get there though. Each attempt is part of the process, right? You're learning more, and you can also potentially view it as like, it's a combination of it's helping improve your percentage chance, and it's also you rolling the dice on that percentage chance. So every attempt has value. Got some pretty good jokers, just not for this late in the run. Like, our economy is set up well. Like, this is a run that I want to see go endless, and it's just really not going to. So, one joker disabled each hand. Okay. Okay, so that's 5 of a kind. Like the steel. Or that's 4 of a kind, I guess. So this is a little dangerous, because we might hit the wrong hand. Okay, so we aren't, so this is kind of like this getting disabled as well, but we do get it on the Vagabond. And it makes sure that our big molts don't get hit. So I think we try running out a hand like this, even though we don't get the retrigger value. Okay, that was enough. Okay. You got to her 4th attack? Sick! Improvement! Oh, that's... With Sans, I remember it started off was like, oh, how will I ever make it to the end of this first phase? And then, that was the goal. And then the goal was to see the final attack, and then to get through to the end, or what I thought was the end of the final attack. You keep pushing it out. Doing awesome. Well, I typically stream until about 15 minutes ago, but I got started a little late, and I'm enjoying this, so we'll push endless mode, and that's how we'll get there. I might come back later and finish off the magic draft that got shut down because of a maintenance. Love server maintenance. So, endless run on Balatro is fun. A lot of roguelike games, I think it's kind of tough to make the endless mode super fun because most of the fun is in winning the run. But with Balatro, it really is more about, hey, you know, seeing the score pop off. It scales very quickly though, so I think we might make it through Ante 9. If we get really lucky, we might push Ante 10. But I don't think this has what it needs. Okay, another planet up our molt. Do a flush. We're more likely to do that than any of those others. Don't think we want the tarot cards. Ooh, polychrome hanging Chad. Well, I think that's better than the greedy Joker polychrome. Still don't think it's great, but we're working. When the red confuses you? Oh, I don't remember my head has been completely filled with Sans. Is that though the one where it's got the backward arrows, or am I still just thinking of her pacifist one? That's terrifying. I spent 18 tries on her, and I don't remember because of how many hundreds of times with Sans. Here, so Undyne, the Undyne. I'm just double checking it. No, not the battle music. Usually red arrows are where you go next, then the yellow are next. Okay. Sorry, I'm double checking. I'm not picturing it in my head. He's howling. Okay. Oh, right. This was the form where you're dodging all the spears all over the place. Or is this the not the genocide one? Oh, okay, yes. Okay. It's the arrows of lies. I gotcha. Cause yeah, it's like, I remember that. It's the, typically red shows you which way to go on most of them, but then there's one that says, nope. You get to you get to actually look at which one is closest, because the red is there just to throw you off. Yeah, that was annoying. Don't like it when the game lies. I think we skipped there to take the voucher, because I think, especially if we can get one of the ones that like resets us. Oh no! Lag is the worst reason to die. You're just sitting there trying to make stuff work, and then it refuses. Aww. Not fun. If you're trying to, have a sort of skill-based game, it's frustrating when there's limitations outside of your skills, right? I think that was one of the things that really intrigued me, is I don't play a lot of games that are, like, physical skill intensive. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Balatro is not skill intensive. It requires a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. I'm still learning all that. Same thing with magic and whatnot, but a lot of them are... There's some sort of random element to it, there's a lot more, like, careful planning. It's not something equivalent to, I don't know, like, I guess Undertale and, like, getting over it. It feels more equivalent to trying to figure out how to, like, pull off a particular gymnastic routine. It's something where it feels like it's purely on the back of, am I good enough? So, it's really tough when, it's not your fault that, the gymnastics routine messed up. It's because they were having you do it on a gravel floor. Ooh, okay. I do like this. So we've gotten out in case we've got, like, a particularly killer boss blind. If we think it's still in our power, but we need, we need to not have something that, say, disables spades. So we can get another 20 bucks, or we can make 2 tarot cards. Okay, I don't think the Joker is good, or the Joker creator. We want a polychrome ace of spades, and we got a bunch of playing cards. One more. Second reroll. Nope. We can sell the convert to clubs. Your attack aim is getting a lot better. It's shielding not so much. Yep. That do be the way. One of them's a matter of timing, the other one is a matter of quick reaction. So it's 2 different skill sets, unfortunately. Okay, we got our 5 behind, so dig for a better thing to hold. I do wonder if the game, her third attack gets you every time. Well, that's... I do wish that you could just, like, pick an attack to practice, but, I mean, so long as you've got the first 2 consistently down, just forget about the 4th attack. Just focus on working on that 4th attack, right? Or the 3rd attack. Improve that, and then once you feel solid on that, sure, okay, maybe get lucky on the 4th one a couple of times, but then you can start working on it. Piece by piece, process by process. Alright. Re-triggering madness. Ooh, that was closer than I would have liked. But I think that's why I'm iffy about this build. Play cards with the diamond suit, earn $1 when scored. that could be some very powerful economy for a different build. Mega Celestial Pack, we like. Some extra Molt. Okay, we can take Flesh House and 5 of a kind, I think. Got a pretty thin deck. Guess that's the benefit of the Vagabond, but dear lord, I think that caused us more problems than it was probably worth, but maybe the other way around. Maybe we should have been working on it more. Holographic and foil, but not what we need. Spectral Pack. Spectral Pack would be pretty sweet. Get a red seal, get a polychrome. So annoyed, but it's also having... Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? Like, that was a lot of the times when I was ending the stream fighting Sans, was... Yo, this has gone past the point of being frustratingly fun to simply frustration, and you know that's not a good experience to be playing through, and I can't imagine it's a great experience to watch. So you take a break, you wrap it up, and that's okay. But if you're still having fun with it, you keep going, you keep improving, you have a lot of fun, you do cool stuff. Alright. And I think that happens in every game, right? There's some games where, you're having fun, you're doing the thing. You're popping off in Balatro. And then there are other times where you're sitting there going, oh my god. I have been playing this for hours and nothing good has been happening. And you gotta take a step away. Gotta make sure you aren't going on tilt. Okay. So we kind of shot our shot there. We did it a little early. The retrigger probably would have been enough. I was just kind of nervous. So we've got two of a kind. It's only been, yeah, no, and you're still having fun with it, right? So you keep going. You keep having fun. Just saying that, it's that balance, right? You're annoyed, but you're crunching. That's, trying to think of the word. Eustress, I believe it is, as opposed to distress, is a concept that I've heard come up in Psych. Basically, if it's something where it's causing some distress, but you're having fun with it. Ooh, actually, wait, are we guaranteed? So cards left in deck, we have... So we can guarantee a straight? Unfortunately, it uses one of our steel cards, but... Or actually... So there's 3 more aces, so we could guarantee 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind going to be enough. I think it will be. Okay. But yeah, so like Eustress is it's annoyed, but it's fun. So awesome. But if it gets to the point where you're going, do I really need to do this again? You don't. That's distress. And you aren't forced to stay there. Made more progress and it got so fast. Yep. It be zooming. Get over the hump, and then it reveals a whole new one. The only place to go is up. Haven't even gotten to the yellows yet. But you will! Just means that you've got a lot more cool hills to climb. Okay. One more reroll. Yeesh. Well, we skip here. We hope for some God tier spectral pack. We don't. And we cry ourselves to sleep because we just make a little extra money. And spade cards are debuffed. There we go. The wall. Oh, this kills us. We are not pulling big enough score for this. We needed polychrome aces. I think that was probably our only out. Okay, so we've got 1 5 of kind. One flush 5, I guess. Okay, dig for our other steel card and hope to get super lucky. Maybe we could get some of our bonus aces. Okay, another lucky ace. Dun dun dun. Okay, so now we actually have a full 5 that we're pretty happy with. So come on, other steel card. Bom 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 bom. Hate the third attack. Yep. It is your nemesis. That attack is the little platform one for me with Sans. You have found the one that you will feel so good once you're able to get it super consistently. You'll feel accomplished. Oh, we need more lucky triggers than that. That was the wrong kind of lucky trigger. No! And that's how it ends. We tried so hard and we got so far, but in the end, we were stuck here outside the wall. That was a good one. That was interesting. Yep, got pretty far, but, well, yes and no. I won in that I got past ante 8, which is what counts as counts as winning a run, but I tried going into endless mode, seeing how far we can push it, and we only got to ante 10. For me, so far, I would consider like a good run getting to ante 11, ante 12. It scales pretty quick. So like, this one, our score goal was 2 million. I think on ante 12, that score has already jumped up to like 300. No, I think 500 million. Because I got a run where I got to ante 12 and I got a 300 million some odd hand, but at some point, my white whale, what I'm chasing, I really want to get up over like a billion score. I've seen some people get into the trillions, but I'm pretty far off that still, I think. But we did unlock a new deck. Start with Tarot and Planet Merchant and Overstock. Ooh! Interesting. So we get access to fewer jokers, but we can buy some more of other stuff. Intriguing. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for me for today for Balatro. I might end up coming back a little bit later in the day to finish off the Magic draft, but not scheduled. So next time I am sure I will be online. Will be 9 AM Pacific time tomorrow for some more Magic, a new draft. And then in the afternoon again around 2 PM for some more Balatro. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it as always, but I will see all of y'all later. Bye.